Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you guys here again. Now for this episode, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to take designs and customize them. So what we're going to do is we're going to create my Beanie Boo puppy that I made like a long time ago and showed you how to make it, but customize it to make it look like someone's pet. So we're going to use this adorable puppy as the model for this adventure. Now, you can do this for any dog, and you just need to change slight things and to make it look like that particular dog. Now, I'm going to use, I like to call it color blocking. That's just how it happens in my head. And I'm going to hopefully show you how I do that so that when you're out and about doing jobs and events and stuff and someone comes to you asking you to do this particular dog, and if you're new, you usually be like, that's ridiculous. How do you do that? So I'm going to show you how to do that on the job. Now on this dog, adorable, right? We're going to start with the cheeks and the bottom of the nose. That's usually where I always start no matter the dog. This dog is like a brown mocha color, so I'm going to use mocha. Now both the cheeks, it's hard to tell from this particular picture, but both cheeks are the brown and so is the bottom of the nose. So I'm going to do a pinch twist. This is going to be like, it's going to act like the bottom of the chin. And then for the nose, we're going to do like a four-finger bubble and back down. This is going to be the bottom of the nose. And then we'll have some black coming up across the top. And then we're going to do a four-finger pinch twist, or flower petal, and then another four-finger flower petal. So what this does, so I always start doing it with like these particular motions. So like I always do the cheeks and the nose first. If there's a bottom of part, a different color for the bottom of the nose, I will do the bottom first. And because all of these are brown, I use one color. But if you had one that was black, and I would do the one side that was brown with this balloon, and then I would add a balloon and do this side. I like to break it up into colored blocks. So like each cheek would be a block, and then the bottom of the nose would be a block, and then the bridge across would be another block. But there isn't any other brown other than like above the eyes, but we'll deal with that later. So I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to save this because we might need it later. So every dog always gets the cheeks and the nose. That's standard of all dogs. So they all get the same thing. Now the rest of this dog's head, other than just above the eyes, is black. So we're going to go with black. And where I go from after doing the cheeks and the nose is I like to do the bridge of the nose. So because he's got a little tip that's black, I'm going to do a pinch twist, and that'll be like at the very tip of his nose. Then we're just going to twist that inside here. And then we're going to bring this down, the bridge, all the way into those pinches. Now again, it doesn't matter what colors they are on the dog, this is just how you do it. And then this dog has a very cute top, so we're going to, just like with my Beanie Boo, we're going to go about 4 fingers up and 4 fingers down. Now, if the sides of the head are a different color, you use a different color here. This one happens to be black, so I'm going to continue using the same balloon, but you could use a different balloon. So we're going to do a small bubble here, just enough to fit into this hole. And we're going to open up that teeth and push that in. now we're going to come up about 6 fingers. Now this 4-finger bubble and the side, they can change sizes. So like if you have a dog with a really tall head or a really short head, it will change. So you just need to adjust that finger size depending on where you are. So I did another 6-finger bubble and a very small bubble here. And I'm going to twist that into the side of the seat. And then we're just going to take this and push it in. Okay, this is it. This is the start of our head, and it's already starting to look like our dog. The customer's going to be crazy happy about this. Now for this particular dog, it does have like a curly ear. And for curly ears, this is what I like to do. I'm going to show you a few different variations of ears for this because dogs have different kinds of ears. But for like the curly ear, for like cocker spaniels or something, this is what I like to do. So we have a pinch twist, and then we're going to do 4 bubbles. These are small, but 2 fingers. Wrap them in, and then we're going to come down with 2 fingers. Again, small. This one's a little bit smaller than the first one. And we're just going to push that through the center. And then we're going to come right back up with just 1 bubble at the back. And then that will be like our curly ear. Then we're going to pull, like figure out where the back is, and we're going to pull it, push it and pull it right through there, just through that 1 back. All the way through. Now you'll see that we still have the 3 in the front, and then it's just through the back one. Then we're going to do a small bubble, pinch twist, and then you do your 4 bubbles again. Maybe that's too big. Give it too much. Nope. And do 2 small bubbles. Push them through the center of those 4 bubbles, and then back up. And that will give you your curly ears. That's it for the curly ears. Okay, now let's say you were going to do like a German Shepherd. Their ears are kind of pointed up and straight up. So for that, I start with a pinch twist. I always start with pinch twist with puppy ears because it just holds everything in place for me. And then I would do like a 3-finger bubble. And then we come down about 5 fingers and wrap those in together. And then that will be like one of those pointed up ears. And then you just pull this through the back and then do the same thing on the other side so that it's pointing this way. So like a 3-finger bubble and then like a 5-finger bubble. So I guess, here, I'll just do it. So a 3-finger bubble. And then a 5-finger bubble. Oh, 5-finger bubble. And then this would just sit in behind that bubble there. Now, okay, so that is for Shepherd, like a German Shepherd, one with pointy ears up. Now, if we were doing like a hound dog, where they have super floppy ears, these are the easiest ones. We start with the pinch twist still. And then you just give them a really big floppy flower petal, just like that. Then you pull this through again in the back, and then do the same thing. Pinch twist, and then really big floppy ear. Now just adjust the floppy ear compared to the actual dog. And you just, when you pull that through at the back, that again, it'll just be super adorable. If you like this, this would actually be a very cute puppy. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this black one here and just put a pinch twist in the back. Just the way he was currently sitting, his head was gonna like just sit up. So this pinch twist will hold everything just so it sits up straight. So just like this. Now, I'm going to use a round, this about this big, round white, and this is gonna be for the eyes. So just twist it in half. Pull out the front, and then, so just pull it, put it underneath the front one there. And then that should be the eyes. Now because he's got those two brown marks, the reason we saved this brown, we're going to do the same thing. So this brown isn't very big. Hold on. We got about 3 fingers on either side. And we're just going to push this through. Now we're going to pull through the ends of each side. So there's a little bit left over, and then just twist it into that black. So pull through the back. If it doesn't want to stick to that pinch twist in the back, it'll still stay this way. So this will give you those little brown marks on top of this, like just above it. Now, if it doesn't have a marking there, you don't need to do anything here at all. Like, I chose this dog just to show you, because a lot of dogs have that, just to show you how to handle that situation. Also because this particular dog has floppy ears, like the curly floppy ears, and I found that one the hardest one to figure out. So we're using this one. We're going to do another black because a lot of his body is black. So we're going to add this twist and twist at the back. And then this will be his body. So we're going to go about, we have about, yeah, that's about right. So that was 8 and 3, that's 11 fingers. Mind my math. It's been a long week. And then we're going to do 2 pinch twists on the back. At this point, I'm going to do about 8 fingers and go back. And we're going to come back to those 2 pinch twists at the back. Okay. Now, he does have a very tiny tail. Now, if you had this all the way comes up, you could just sort of, like if it was a long tail, you could just pull it out. If it had more air in it, I'd suggest putting more air in it. You could just leave that as a tail, but he's got kind of a smaller tail, so we're going to go like this. He's got kind of that bushy, cute, fluffy tail, so we're going to do, that's about 6 fingers, and then about 8 fingers at the back to give it that nice look. Sorry, this is a weird thing trying to show you, so you have to bear with me. Now for his front legs, we're color blocking it again. So the bottom part is brown and then the top is black. If they were all one color, you could just do the legs as normal, easy, pleasy, done. But there's multiple colors. So we're gonna block it off. We're gonna start with the black, so the top part. And I'm going to do 2 pinch twists. This is not necessary, but I find pinch twists easy to use for connecting other balloons. So I know we're going to have to connect the brown at the elbow, I guess, of the dog. So I'm doing 2 pinch twists, because then I know later on I can easily connect the brown. We're going to do about a 4-finger bubble, because 4-finger bubble is about elbow length on this puppy here. And then we're going to connect that up into here, like up into his neck, into that pinch twist at the back. And we're going to come down another 4-finger bubble and then do 2 more pinch twists. Now that's it. This one, that connects, like this is it for what you need for the top part, for like the shoulders of the puppy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the rest of his paw. Now for a paw, we're going to do a pinch twist, a bigger one, and then we're going to do 3 tiny pinch twists. 1, 2, and 3. That will make a nice paw. So you have the 3 little toes and then the palm of his foot. We're going to do another 4-finger bubble. Actually, no, let's do a 2-finger bubble. And then connect that into those 2 pinch twists we created. So we have this connected in, and now we're going to do a very tiny bubble. And we're going to connect that over into those other pinch twists. And we're going to do another 2-finger bubble, and then another paw. So another big pinch twist, and then 3 very tiny pinch twists. Okay, so now we have the 2 paws, and then we each have 2 bubbles here and here. So we did the paw, 2-finger bubble, a very tiny bubble, 2-finger bubble, and then another paw with a big pinch twist and 3 tiny ones for the toes. I'm going to break this, and again, I'm going to leave a very tiny bubble and just connect those 2 paws together. Right through the center there. And that will create his front paws. Now for his back paws, it's a little bit more difficult. They are all black, but I guess it's not too much more difficult. So we're going to start with a pinch twist, and I'm going to be a little bit lazy because people really don't mind at this part, and it just makes it look cuter. So we're going to do a 4-finger bubble, 4-finger pinch twist, 4-finger flower petal. Wow, I've been having a hard time with that lately. So I'm gonna have this as his foot instead of the more advanced paws down here. We're just gonna do a simple flower petal for the foot. Then we're gonna do a 3-finger bubble and then a pinch twist. 4-finger flower petal. And then I'm going to do a 3-finger bubble and just push that through. Now what this will do is it'll create like the back side of his leg with his leg coming out and then his paw. And I'm just going to push this through all the way. And it will give the illusion that the puppy is sitting this way. Now on this side, we're going to do the same thing but backwards. So we're going to start by twisting as close to the back as you can. And then we had that 3-finger bubble. Actually, just use the rest of this. This is for 4 fingers, and then this will serve as our pinch twist. What's left over. And then you just take that 3-finger bubble and push it through that flower petal we made. Now this isn't quite all the way done. We still need the actual pot, but we saved that balloon that we had earlier. So we're going to start with the pinch twist, our little 3-finger flower petal, and then we have like just enough for that small little bubble, and then connect that into those pinch twists there. And that's really it. Okay, so again, color blocking. So if this part here is like brown, you just do the pinch twist, the loop, the bubble, pull it through, and then do the same thing here, and then do these, like when, you know how I added this part here at the end? You can use this as a different color. My particular dog, their back legs were all black, so I did not have to do that, but you could just change each individual piece to match the dog. This design, I have done this design for pretty much every dog I have created. I just changed the colors by thinking about the bubbles and how they connect, adding lots of pinch twists wherever I can so I can connect other different colors like we did here. It looks a little bubbly and stuff, but the clients love it and you mesmerize them when you've created their dog. And just change the ears, and with the 3 different versions I showed you, those 3 different versions work for pretty much every dog. I haven't had to make a dog with any other kind of ears. It's either the spiky up ones I showed you, the big hound ones, or these curly ones. That's it. And then this dog face, it works for pretty much every dog as well, because they know they're going to get like a cartoon version. And you just change like the height or the sides of the face as needed. And then the tail, again, you can do it like this, and you just change it as it goes. A lot of times it's a nice skinny tail, so you can just do the one line up. You can do no tail if the dog has like no tail, or just like a little stub. You can do like a little, you can just do like a little bit, like leave a little bit of the balloon on there, or do like a pinch twist, or do like a flower petal, or what else have I had? Oh, okay, so the only one that's really weird for a dog tail. Okay, so let's pretend this is his butt. Yes, cute little butt cheeks, puppy butt cheeks. So you can do like a long tail, just cut it off here or whatever, and that's just like for most dogs. You do what we did, so it looks a little fluffier. You could like cut it off here so it's just like a little tiny stumpy tail. Or you do that if it's like a fluffy, bunny-ish tail for a puppy. But the only one I have done that's really sort of weird is a pug tail. And usually how I counteract that, it's a little weird, I know, but I do a flower petal, and I pull this through, and I'll just do this, and I'll pull it through and let it go out, just so it gives the illusion that it's kind of curly. But you don't have to. You could just do like a little stump, and they would be happy with the pug tail. That's the only one that I've run into different. But also with a pug, I also make this part here smaller, and for like a German Shepherd, this will be a lot longer. That is another difference. That's it. you just need to match, like, as far as looking at the dog, you just need to look at the similarities of, like, to a regular Beanie Boo dog, and then change the size, length of the nose, the ear, and the 3 different versions of ears will suit everything. This face structure will suit everything. You just need to change the nose or the height depending on the actual dog. Just basically just take a few different dogs, practices, like color blocking them, just remembering where the balloons go. So like there's a cheek balloon, so you know you can change these colors, the bottom of the nose, the top of the nose, and then the sides. So remember where you can change colors and then try changing it on different dogs. And that's it. I don't know if I helped at all with trying to learn this technique that I did. I hope I did. I really want to show you this because I know a lot of you are new and trying to do a lot of different things that you haven't thought of it before. So I wanted to take a design that's relatively simple, complicate it a bit to make something more personalized. I hope I sort of explained how I do it. If not, leave comments below. I hope this wasn't a wasted tutorial. Thanks for watching.